When it comes to getting into copywriting, there is no one way. But if you've been stuck and you're consuming so much information and you've just been saying to yourself, there has to be a better way, then this is the video for you. In this video, I'm going to share with you how I broke into freelance copywriting without books and courses. And I want to give you some tangible things you can do and steps you can take. Because actually becoming a copywriter requires you to get out of your head, get out of learning mode, and start taking action to build a freelance business. So I'm Christine from paidcopywriter.com. I'm a former 9-to-5 salesperson turned copywriter. Now I'm teaching other introverted writers how to market themselves online. Most importantly, how to cold pitch clients to build your freelance business. Here is the unpopular truth about becoming a copywriter and actually getting your foot in the door. It's that you actually have to go out and get clients instead of sitting there trying to learn copywriting. Personally, I did not invest in copywriting courses before becoming a content writer. And I'm going to give you 2 reasons as to why I was able to accomplish that. Number 1, I was transitioning out of a sales career to become a copywriter, so I already understood persuasion. I already understood what pain points were, what objections were, all the things that I would eventually have to write about in my copy. I learned those things as a seller on the front lines. So when you're learning copywriting or you're trying to understand how to do this, understand that it all comes down to persuasion and sales principles. The second reason I was able to kind of surpass the whole copywriting course dilemma is because I am a voracious reader. I read a lot, and people who read a lot and are also writers tend to be better writers. Not everybody interested in reading is going to care or want to write, but if you want to pursue this path, you have to be somebody who reads constantly because it will impact your overall writing skills. Now, there is absolutely nothing wrong with taking a copywriting course. I've seen many people rave about courses they've taken and say that it set them up for success. However, I will give one caveat. Taking courses and then not taking action, not actually getting out there and using what you learned is one of the biggest pitfalls, and why I would say you're almost better off not taking a course if you know you are one of those people who tends to delay action or get caught in analysis paralysis or overthink this. Sometimes we need to jump into action before thinking that we're going to feel more ready once we take a writing course. The truth is, you're never going to feel completely ready because you're not going to know what the client wants until you start working for the client. All copywriting courses can really do is give you the foundations and teach you the fundamental principles, but when the rubber meets the road, your client might want you to write in a completely different way. You need to be working for clients to really learn copywriting. And I know that sounds like a conundrum because people want experience, but you need the client to get experience. I understand it's the chicken or the egg syndrome. And that's why if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see videos about how to create your portfolio and your own writing samples. So you can just get your foot in the door and start working for clients, building that portfolio and building credibility. A lot of copywriting and content writing comes down to adopting a company's voice and tone, and there's simply no way to do that in practice. You have to do the work, get the feedback and the revisions from the client, and then eventually you'll achieve mastery as a content or copywriter. The reason I created 30 Days to Paid, my online course teaching freelancers how to cold pitch, is that personally, I'm somebody who has taken a lot of certification courses. I love online learning, and I'm always investing in online courses. I notice in terms of a gap in the market is that there's a lot of how to write copywriting courses that teach you these fundamentals, these basics, but there's no one teaching you how to actually get out there and find a job and find paying clients. I realized that I wanted to leverage my sales background to show you that it's possible for you to get on LinkedIn and cold pitch and land high paying freelance clients so you can become a full-time freelance copywriter. And this is why I truly believe that the traditional advice online keeps so many writers stuck. I know it kept me stuck for years. I definitely had researched making a living writing from home. I had done that Google search so many times, but I always stayed in my full-time job because I did not have the confidence that I'd be able to make this work and actually pull a full-time income from writing online. I didn't understand where I would get the experience from. I didn't understand how I would learn, but there is a shortcut. My advice is to create your own samples and get out there and start cold pitching clients. The easiest type of content to begin writing is a blog post. I always say that it's very similar to the way we learn to write essays in high school. Of course, there's more nuance to it and you need to search engine optimize, but blogs are a really great way for writers to get their foot in the door. Even though I started out writing blogs, I built relationships with my clients where I eventually took on more responsibilities for them, like writing ads, writing web pages, doing other types of copy beyond blog post writing. Also, I don't mean to come on here and brag about how I never had to take a copywriting course. That's not it at all. I absolutely love courses and believe passionately in online courses. However, I don't want people to get stuck in learning mode and not taking action, because that's how you rack up a bunch of online courses, yet you're still in the same place you were. And that's a lot of the students that enroll in my course. One of the first things they tell me is how many courses they've enrolled in, but they're still not getting high-paying clients. And that's because they haven't taken action. And that's because no one's setting writers up for taking action, because this is a sales skill, and a lot of people run and hide from the term sales, or we're writers and we typically don't have that type of background. So that's why I'm so passionate about showing writers a non-cringy, non-extroverted way to put yourself out there without posting content and creating a whole social media strategy. It's really just get in, cold pitch, get out, land these high-paying clients, and begin working. If you want to learn how to cold pitch high-paying clients on LinkedIn, go to paidcopywriter.com and download my free guide. It will give you what you need to position yourself and how this platform works, and then you can literally get on there and start taking action today. Download my free LinkedIn guide and reach out to me on Instagram. Send me a message. I love hearing from you guys. Bye.